Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to episode 2 of our Heart Save. We haven't really got a name for it yet. Capital Punishment, maybe. I don't know. If you have an idea what we can call the series, let me know. But yeah, let's see how we've been going here. Today we have our first competitive games in charge. Well, I guess Betfred Cup's technically competitive, but they're not really. It's Hamilton away from home in the league, and then we get our first major test at home to Celtic. Really nervous about this one. And you'll see our Betfred's second cup round opponent, Rangers. So it's a nice, easy start for us, which is good, isn't it? Unbelievable. Anyway, let's go and have a look and see. We'll start off by having a look at the friendly since we're here. And we started off against Zenit St. Petersburg of Russia, of course. And I'll say the first half went well. We were 2-1 up. And then the second half happened. Sean Clare and Harry Cochrane got the goals for us. Second half, I don't know what happened. We just kind of fell to pieces. We did make some subs, obviously, because, it's pre-season. That's what you do, trying to get match fitness up. Second half, not too good. Then we played, how do you say that? Baronetze, I think. This was a poor team we played against, but we were really, really good. 6-1, this one. Whiten, with a goal. Harry Cochrane, Vensiak got 2, Martin got a goal, and there was an own goal right at the end just to cap things off for us. I will try and get better at names pronunciation. If I'm saying something horribly wrong, do let me know. Amora, we played them next. This was a Portuguese team, I think. Venesiak got the goal, 1-0. We were decent enough, we just didn't take our chances, didn't convert our chances. Then we played Royal Antwerp, and we were absolutely horrible in this game. We were just completely outclassed. Just when I started to think, maybe, things are on the right track here. No, definitely not. All right, then we started the Betfred Club, competitive games, and we played Inverness, and we rode our luck in this game. It was a very, very even game. You can see our goalkeeper in defence played well, which is not always a good sign. It was Uchi that got the goal. Ikapazu... We'll go with Uchi. Got the goal in the 70th minute. I'm going to say we were a little bit lucky in this one, to be honest. I think a draw would have been more than fair. The fact we won was probably a little bit lucky. But that was our toughest game in the group, certainly opponents-wise, out of the way nice and early. Then we played Brinken City. I think I said that right. And it was 1-1 on the day. We really struggled to put our chances away. You can see here, we absolutely dominated the game. I think they scored from their only highlight, essentially. Dimitri Mitchell got the goal for us, and then in penalties, it was a little bit nervy, but in the end, we won out. They did miss a penalty, and we scored all of ours. So that was good to see that we could put a penalty away under pressure. So that was Brinken out of the way. Then we played Bucky Thistle. Love the name. The team was, I think they're a Highland team or a Lowland League team. And to be honest, the team was not great. We were really good in the first half. We went 4-0 up. Second half, we just kind of clocked off a little bit. But Steve McLean, it was Callum Morrison, Whiten, and Clare that got the goals for us. You can see we played really well. But again, it was Bucky Thistle. We can't really take too much into that. Then we played East Fife. That's much harder to say than I thought it was going to be when I first saw that. Anyway, what do we say? This is sort of similar to the Brinken game, to be honest. You can see we absolutely dominated the game. So many shots on goal. They scored from pretty much their only shot on target, and we took one of our 30 chances. Callum Mollison got the goal. Penalties were a little bit closer this time. Cochrane missed and Smith missed theirs, but we ended up getting through 4-3 on penalties. And if that meant we got out of the group, I think we actually ended up topping the group, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, ahead of Inverness. Not as comfortable as it perhaps should have been, especially given that we beat Inverness. But we did get the job done there. Now, let's warm up for the new season. Let's have a look back at some of our best goals of pre-season and the Betfred Cup group stage. we go. We can score goals. Some good ones in there too. That certainly gets you ready to go, doesn't it? Now, before we get to the Hamilton game, let's have a quick look at some things. Now, I did get a tip from Harry Sheldon in the comments to have a look at this guy, Ruben Lamares from Plymouth. Looks a very good player. We did scout him. The problem here is the estimated cost. It's out of our budget. I did forget to show you the finances of the club last time around, so we'll do that now. You can see we've got 115 grand to spend in the transfer market. We're a little bit over on wages right now. We have made a signing, which I'll get to in just a second, but it just meant, Harry, that guy was just out of our price range. If there is someone, a youngster you think we should be looking at, or any, doesn't have to be a youngster, any player, let me know in the comments. Just a reminder that my sort of only rule, excuse me, on the save is I don't search for players, because everybody knows who the good players are, and it would be, it's unrealistic, I don't think, I like to let the scouts find the players for me. That said, you're all my scouts, so if you have somebody you'd like to see, let me know and I'll go and have a look at them. Now, so a couple of other things we've done here. We have a senior affiliate club. It's Marseille in France, which is excellent. It's a really good club to have. The problem is that that's the schedule, not the players. There's one player here that I would love to bring in on loan because he looks like a really, really good central defender. But when we go to try and loan him, they want his full wages paid. They want his full wages, $5,000 a week. So we can't afford that. So basically, we've got an awesome, really good affiliate club, but we have no way of learning players from them. Just check, there's nothing that's changed there. No, nothing at all. So that's really frustrating. The other thing I've done is that I have, what else have we done here? Improved the data analysis facilities. Again, I did forget to show you sort of the club facilities last episode, I think. So we have excellent club training facilities, excellent youth facilities, which is excellent, needless to say. We didn't have any data analysis facilities, so now we have some good junior coaching, established youth recruitment. So, I mean, the youngsters are the way forward for us here, aren't they? That is definitely going to be where sort of how we get ourselves moving forward here. And the only other thing to show you is that I did make one signing, and it is this guy, who I think is quite the pickup. $2,000 a week for Alexander Yakovenko. Typically looking at him here as a left winger, but he could play probably as an inside forward as well. I do prefer to play wingers to inside forwards, just generally. Physically, he's not bad. Mentally, he's quite good, I think, for the Scottish Premier League. Technically, again, he's quite good for the Scottish Premier League. I think he'll do a good job. He's on $2,000 a week, which is why we're a little bit over our wage budget right now. Now, to try and even that up, we are in the process of selling Martin here. He's on $2,000 a week. I just don't think we're going to use him. The bid was about $60,000, I think, $61,000 to send him off back to France. Which again is fine, I think. I'm not too worried about, it's more just getting the wages off. Now, the other thing I did do is we have fully stocked our staff with one thing short there. I think that might be a data analysis. Anyway, I did get a director of football in, so he's sort of going around looking for players. I get sort of the last say. He's picked up this guy. He's made a bid for him. I don't think I'm going to go through with it, to be honest, because I don't really want to spend money or transfer fees this time around. But yeah, so we do have that in the works. But let's get this season underway. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out to face Hearts. And this is it. It's Zamal in goal. It's Mitchell, Shaughnessy, Herring, and Smith as a back four. Cochrane and Lee are the midfield duo. Morrison, Naismith, and Clare. I'm not necessarily completely convinced by this formation. If you've watched my other series, this is a favourite formation of mine. The problem I think we have is that we don't... I'm still experimenting, basically. Uchi goes up top. We have had a few injuries in pre-season. Suta picked up a knock. He'll be back to training very shortly. You can see match fitness just isn't there. I did call Aaron Hickey up into the senior team. I think he's quite a good prospect, and I think he did okay in the cup final from what I read. And really sorry about the cup final, guys. Andy Irvin. You can see the guys we've called up there. I'm still very much experimenting with the squad. Yavalenko's on the bench for this one, as is newly back from injury, De Jum. Yeah, let's just see how we go. So Hamilton are playing the 4-3-3. If there's one formation I do not know how to beat, it's the old 4-3-3. It does my head in. So we'll just see how we go here. We should do it for the fans. Let's go a little bit of passionate, give the fans their money's worth. Hopefully we're talking about the away fans. We're all on the same page there. The home fans, we want to send them home disappointed here, boys, if we can. Alright, so let's get out there and just see what we can do. Thank you for everybody who commented on the first episode. That was really great to see. Hopefully everybody's going to enjoy this. This episode may go a little bit long, trying to sneak in the 2 games along with all the sort of the information of what's happened in between episodes there. So if that's the case, I apologize. But I think we want to see the Celtic game here, don't we? Early cross into the box, headed away. Oh, decent save was it? That is not the start that we wanted or needed. Yeah, I'm still getting to terms with the best way of playing with the team. Yeah, we've been doing a little bit of work on attacking and defending specifically, and you can kind of see the games where we maybe worked on attack and the defense let us down. Then the games that we worked on attack and we scored some goals, or defense and we didn't score goals, I should say. There's a good-looking ball out there for Cochrane. He finds Morrison, squares it back in. Yuchi's out. It's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. It has been given. All right, Stephen Naismith stands up over the ball. Let's what's in the back of the net here, please, Mr. Naismith. Come on, mate. Come on. Oh, there it is. We've taken the lead. 1-0, 3.5 minutes into our spell as Hearts manager. Excellent stuff. Let's throw out a demand more. We'd like to see a little bit more of that, please, boys. Not the most convincing penalty we've ever seen. Not the best goalkeeping we've ever seen. But that is all fine. It is 1-0 to Hearts. This is sort of my plan for this year. I'm going to just basically try and save cash. I'm not planning on making too many signings. The reason I bought Yakunvenko in is because we didn't really have... There's a decent ball and it's a second goal for Uchi! 2-0 up. This is much better. Come on, boys. Excellent stuff. Let's throw out a concentrate. Just make sure we don't... good header too, wasn't it? Well worked set piece. Just make sure we're not going to lose concentration here. What I basically want to do this season... Obviously, I want to try and finish as high up as we can. If we can sneak into a Europa League spot, fantastic. But my essential goal here is to try and make sure that we're giving youngsters a chance. We're starting to build a team for the future. So I don't want to sign too many players until we know exactly what we've got and where we need to strengthen. We can send scouts out this year, get a good pool. That's another good ball into the box. It's just past the post there by Claire. Yeah, send the scouts out, get a good sort of base of what we're up against and, sort of players we can sign. And then just kind of go from there. So next January or more likely next summer is when I'm thinking we'll sort of go more into the transfer market. If something comes up and we can sign a good player, then we'll do that, obviously. We do have 2 more loan players that we can sign this year. So that's something I would like to do if the opportunity arises. What do we say to that? I mean, we're doing well. Are we doing that well? All right, we're playing well. Keep it up, lads. The 2-0 lead and the team talk is like my worst nightmare because, yeah, I think we've done okay, haven't we? I have a bad, again, if you've watched my other series, you'll know my teams have a habit sometimes of throwing away leads in the second half, and it's obviously something to do with my team talks. There's a good work there from Morrison. Mitchell's into the box. Mitchell squares. Oh, pull it back, mate. He's gone for goal himself. Is Smith going to get there? Yes, he is. I really like Smith as a fullback. I think him and Mitchell, I think, are probably 2 of our better players. We'll throw out a demand more, just try and keep them focused here. Yeah. Do we have anything? I do want to bring a couple of players off the bench here, try and get some match fitness. Ollie Lee is just hanging on to the advanced playmaker role for now. Here goes Claire on a bit of a run. He finds Morrison. Morrison's done really well there into the box. Can he square it back? He can. It's Naismith with the double! Stephen Naismith, he's done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing all pre-season. I am trying him as a shadow striker this game with Uchi as a pressing forward. And I tell you what, Naismith, that's like a textbook shadow striker, isn't it? Just ghosting into the box late. That is absolutely perfect. That's what we want from him. He's on $7,000 a week, and I was actually contemplating getting rid of him, to be honest, just cancelling the loan to try and save that $7,000 a week that we can then use, elsewhere, or even just bank it for later. So I want to give Jovanchenko a game, and I want to give Dejum a game here. I want to give him a game in place of Ollie Lee, because I haven't really been that impressed with Ollie Lee so far, to be honest. So we'll make that double change. Hopefully it won't ruin our momentum. These are 2 good players. So, I mean, the only reason that our Ukrainian friend isn't starting is because he's just coming to the club. And the only reason Dejom isn't starting, I think, is just because he's been injured. decent ball into the box. We are looking okay here, aren't we? This is not what I saw in pre-season. But yeah, we are starting to look like a decent team. Hamilton, I mean, I would expect them to be one of the lesser teams. I think I did have a quick glance at the table, and I can't remember if they got relegated now or not. Maybe they did. Oh, Zema, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Oh, what is that? Unbelievable. I mean, you just look at the wingers. How much time and space do you need? Oh, my friend, what is that? Oh, that just gives them a way back into the game too, doesn't it? We'll keep going with the changes because we have to give these guys, some game time. Let's demand a bit more. It looks like Shaughnessy's been given a little bit of the blame for that, which I don't necessarily agree with. It isn't necessarily our first choice defense either, and the reason for that, we're not going to throw this away, are we? Oh, wait. Ooh, Jesus. And the reason for that is just some tied players. Yovalenko, already on a booking. Now, he's played in like Serie A, he's played for like Dynamo Kiev. He's a good player. He's signed for these clubs, he hasn't necessarily played. So there's a part of me that wonders, is he a little bit of a sick note? Which might be the case. I don't know, but we'll try and keep him fit, not playing when he's fatigued. We'll just start and close this game down a little bit. I am playing Be More Disciplined for now, just because I'm new to the team. You could see from the signings when I showed you, there's a lot of new players in the team. So we've got some gelling to do. So we don't want to get too creative here. We just want to keep things nice and simple. Good ball into the box. That's a stunning ball into the box. Decent header out, to be fair. And we might just drop it back to counter. I'm assuming they're going to be going for this. Come on, boys. Get this away. Oh, dear. We are making hard work of it. This game should have been done and dusted. It's not. We are going to make a change here as well. What we'll do is, we'll bring Oli Bozanic on for Naismith. Who is the better option to sit deep here? I'm thinking it's probably Harry Cochrane. So we'll do that. Actually, you know what might be the better option altogether is... Let's cancel that. Is it going to throw me back into the game if I do this? It is. What we'll do is we'll put Herring forward and we'll bring on Dickamona, which is just one of the great names of football, isn't it? Alright, so let's do that and that. There we go. You could just sit there as an... you can't play Anchorman? That's annoying. Alright, we'll play you as a halfback. That's fine. Can he play ball playing? Yeah, he's fine there. Alright. Come on, boys. This is getting a little bit too nervy for us now. Still 3 minutes to go. We don't need to see that again. We've come straight back. Come on, boys. Come on. Cochrane for Shaughnessy. As long as we've got the ball, nothing bad can happen. Here he goes, our Ukrainian friend. Good ball, back post. Morrison! Oh, he's put it past the post. That should possibly have been the moment to wrap it up. I mean, to be honest, the game should have been wrapped up a long, long time ago by now. We've made it very nervous for ourselves. Dimitri Mitchell over a free kick. Knocks it towards goal. Easy for the keeper. That's surely not the highlight, and there's still 2 minutes to go. What did I say about my teams having a bad habit of throwing away second half leads? Smith's got that. Alright, let's just be sensible here. Let's be sensible. Look for the teammates. Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, you cannot be serious. Did we just see that again? What is he doing? Oh. Unbelievable. 3-0 up and we've thrown it away. And to be honest, it's our goalkeeper that's done it. We haven't. Oh. Welcome to the series, everybody. That is absolutely infuriating. It's not the team's fault necessarily, is it? It's just... I'm just going to slap him. I mean, he looked okay in pre-season. There was nothing to suggest he was going to do that. Unbelievable. Anyway, guys, wait there. We'll play for Celtic next. What could possibly go wrong there? Hello, Zanik. Hey, mate. It's Aussie Villain. How you doing? Good, mate. Good. Just a quick call. I just wanted to make sure that you have actually played football before. Right, excellent. And you were a goalkeeper? Fantastic. Now, you do know that you're playing for Hearts, right? No, mate, no, not at all. No, I know they both start with H and English isn't your first language, but it's definitely Hearts you're playing for. Mate, I am 100% certain. Yeah, well, that clears that up then, doesn't it? All right, mate. Well, I'm glad we sorted that out. Hopefully we'll see improved performances. Okay, welcome back. Just the simple task of facing Celtic after that debacle. I'm so angry with the keeper for that. What's his name? Zemel. We've had a word, as you've just seen. So hopefully we've cleared up that. What do we expect from Celtic here? A standard playing style and attacking mentality. That's the formation we're expecting them to play. You can see from the positional heat map, they push high up. Is there perhaps some love for us if we get in behind them early down the wings? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see how that plays out. You can see their key passes tend to come from deeper. So we're going to try and sit just a little bit to try and prevent them from sort of going over the top like that. But we'll see how we go. This is the team we're sending out. We've had a few changes. I should say we have had a departure. Now, it's not the goalkeeper, as you might have expected. He's managed to survive. But we did end up selling Martin 61 grand. So he's gone 2 grand off the wages. Happy days there. But this is the team we're sending out. You can see we're being a little bit more conservative in midfield there. So Zlamel does keep his starting position. That's the first time he's done that. We'll put it down to a bad day. Mitchell, Dickamona, Herring, and Suter is kind of fit, but not really. We've had an injury to Smith. So he's unavailable for this one. Suter can play there. He's got the attributes for it, so we're going to have to play him out there because Godinho, our other right back, is also injured. Cochrane's going to sit in front of the back four with Bozanic coming in to play alongside Ollie Lee in midfield. Morrison and Clare, they continue out wide. Naismith goes up top as the lone striker, deep lying forward on support. Just try and drop back in and link everything up for us. So we can see the way they're lining up. I mean, they're just a better team than we are, aren't we? There's no hiding that at all. What do we say to this? I mean, do it for the fans again. I mean, that kind of worked out, and there's not really anything else to say other than when the underdog suits down to the ground. Let's go cause an upset here, boys. Some calm. We have faith. Not getting much of a reaction here, which is good. And here we go, first game in front of the home fans in the league. We need to try and turn Tynecastle into a little bit of a fortress here if we can. Such a shame we couldn't get those 3 points in our first game. It's just annoying, isn't it? The goalkeeper, needless to say, is on very, very thin ice right now. Like I say, there was nothing. He was the better shot stopper through pre-season. Doyle, to be honest, looked quite bad. He didn't. I don't think I remember him making a save. All right, here's an attacking throw for us. What can we do with this? Naismith in for Morrison. Oh, it's squared. It's still bouncing around there for us. Is that a second booking offence there for Tierney? Plays it down the line. This is looking like massive, massive trouble. Oh, they're pouring forward. They've gone back post again and they've missed it. That's all right. All right, boys. That's a warning shot. Let's not commit too many men forward, perhaps. All right, from the corner, Cochrane knocks it in. It's there. Herring! Oh, it's there for Clare! We've taken the lead against Celtic. That's more like it. Go on, boys! Look at the fans going crazy. Excellent, excellent stuff from Clare. Let's throw out a demand more. We're looking good from corners, aren't we? A bit of a flap from Gordon in goals. And Claire's there to tap in the rebound. Excellent stuff. All right, come on now. Let's concentrate. Let's keep our heads here. Do we go counter-attack? Slamel passes it to a teammate. Well done, mate. And again. Oh, hey! 3 in a row. Oh, no. He gets it clear. Hey! All right, we've got a bit of a chance here. Claire's on a run. Go on, Claire. He scores it for Morrison. Oh! Unlucky. Not the most convincing goalkeeping from Gordon there, is it? Cochrane again. Herring brings it down in the box. We're taunting them now. We're chesting it down from corners. It's back in. It's headed away. Herring is still there for Dickamona. Come on, let's do something with this. Cochrane. Oh, referee. That's filthy. And that is the end of the highlights. Now we've got to defend the corner. Come on, boys. Keep your heads here. Keep your heads. Oh, that's not good defending. Absolutely an opened free header at the back post. We've got away with one there. All right, come on, boys. Go on the Ginger Ollie. Oh, too much space in wide areas, and there is the equalising goal. We'll tell them to show some passion. We've got to dig deep now. Oh, that is really, really frustrating. They had too many men out there. Is that Suter? Who is that? That's Lee was just kind of run in. Dickamon has missed a header in the middle, and that's how they've equalised. Unfortunate there, boys. All right. They've got a few bookings here. Oh. I mean, it's hard enough with 11 men. It's going to be tough with... Oh, boys. All right, how do we do this? As things stand, we have a point. So, we're going to do this. I'm going to rejig the way we're playing, and I'll edit out the changes, and then we'll come back. Okay, so this is how we are now looking to play. You can see we've got to try and keep a flat back four if we can, all on defensive. We're just going to try and hang on here. The basic plans, we're going to play on the counter-attack. We're going to look to exploit the flanks. We're going to waste time where we can. We're going to play for set pieces because that's pretty much the only chance we're going to have to get men forward. We're going to look to distribute to the flanks. Again, just slow stuff down. And I'm tempted to just drop right off, but maybe we should do that, actually make it difficult for them. The annoying thing is that we're supposed to be staying on our feet. We've only had 2 bookings, and they've both gone to the same player, which is really annoying. We are bringing on Ben Garusio, one of my Australian boys, so hopefully he'll get the job done for us. But this becomes a very, very difficult task now, doesn't it? It's not ideal playing without a striker. Obviously, that doesn't help, but I don't really see a way around it. If we were to keep a striker up there, we'd lose our width, or we'd lose Cochrane in front of the back four. We'd lose a man in midfield. I just think there's a way to play if we look to use the wingers and hope for something. I feel like if we come on, boys, come on. I feel like we could have let that ball go out. It's a good block from Oliver Zanic there. I feel like if we at least this way we have a method of how we want to play. By trying to keep a striker up there, I just feel like it doesn't really work, and that's... Oh. I mean, it's not the best goalkeeping we've ever seen from that angle, is there? There was a defender in front of him as well. It's just all gone wrong this episode. The first 45 minutes were brilliant. We had a good start to this game. It's a deflected cross. I tell you what, he shouldn't be scoring from there. So I think a goalkeeper needs to be top of our list, doesn't it? We don't look like we can rely on our goalkeeper, which is unfortunate. This we just want to keep the score down at this point, don't we? This could be anything. Okay, well done there. He's claimed that well. Let's give him a little bit of credit. He needs it from time to time. Rolls it out to Cochrane. Back. Oh, just don't give it to the goalkeeper. I just don't trust him now. That's the problem, isn't it? I just don't trust him. Yeah, I mean, if we look at second half subs we can make, I think if there's anybody that we need to get a bit of game time to, it might be a good opportunity to do that. That's a good save again, actually. We just need to try and get into half time here. I'm wondering if sitting back and trying to counter-attack is actually just inviting them on. What's happened there? Offside. I was just waiting for the ball to end up in the back of the net. I don't like this. I don't think that's working for us. I think we're just sitting back and just letting them run onto us. I think we need to put a bit of pressure on them upfield if we can. I mean, technically, we're still in the game. Such a shame having gone in front to find ourselves in this position. Do we say, come on, lads, we might be in now. We can still get a result here. Let's try and... Yeah, it didn't work, did it? So they just try and fire him up a little bit. Let's get some passionate... there's more to come from everybody. And... anything, not really much, is there? I mean, sometimes it's the problem with when you take over a new club, is that, getting the players on your side and getting them be able to motivate them in team talks doesn't always happen straight away. More work to do here defending a corner. We've done well there with Herring. Herring's looked quite good as a centre-back, hasn't he? I have been impressed with him. He's someone I think we can sort of pencil in as a relatively long-term solution to centre-back. Christoph Behr is going to come back. He's obviously good. And I think Sutar as well. I mean, he's not a right back, is he? He will come back in and play centre back. So I think, we're relatively well served for centre backs already. I can kind of see that. It's just going to be a case of, I think, just upgrading when and where we can. The problem with someone like Sutar is that I'm imagining at some point a bigger club's going to come in and make a bid for him, which means we're probably going to lose him. Oh, that's a good goal, isn't it? It's not. I don't think we can blame the keeper too much for that. It's just a good goal. We don't need to see it again, though, do we? This episode's going to go on long enough without... let's try demand more. I think long enough of the game has gone now. Let's try and give some of our new signings some game time. Morrison's not having a great game. Let's switch Claire over to the right and do that. We'll bring De Jong on. We'll bring him on for Oli Bastanic, who hasn't had a great game. And that's our 3 subs done. Hopefully we won't get an injury now and find ourselves down to 9. But, be just our luck this episode, wouldn't it, for that to happen. All we can do really is encourage, I guess. 3-1 against Celtic with 10 men. If we can hold on to this, it's not the worst, is it? You can get beaten 3-1 by Celtic and have 11 men. You can get beaten a lot worse than that. So hopefully we'll see this out from here. Let me know what you think in the comments. I mean, the Hamilton game is just a bit of a freak, isn't it? I mean, we should have won that game comfortably. We've had 2 goalkeeping errors that you wouldn't normally get 2 of those in a season. We've got 2 in the one game. Yeah, I mean, it's difficult to know what to make of this game because we were doing okay. We lost a man, and they've scored 2 goals. So 3 goals. I mean, it's shooting from distance. I mean, there's not much you can do about that, is there? We're doing our best. We're a man down in there. We're closing them down. And when Scott Brown's doing that to you, then it's just a bad day, isn't it? We'll demand more. We don't need to see it again. The problem now, of course, they're running rampant. We're sort of got our tails between our legs. We just kind of want this game to end, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, Rangers up next, so, gets easier. After that, though, then I think, we'll get an idea of where we stand. And as I said, it's difficult to kind of make anything of this because, we've had 10 men for so long. Let's see what's... Okay, I think it was just an animation glitch. I thought he threw it straight into the Celtic player's head, which would have been funny, don't get me wrong. Ollie Lee's done well there, to be fair to him. De Jong, nice ball out there for Yovchenko. Can he get some sort of quality into the box? It's a good tackle. And that looks as though it's going to be the game. It started so well, and then it all fell to pieces. Just in the space of about a minute there, didn't it? They equalised, then we went down to 10. And it was never really going to be anything other than this at that point, was it? Was it just one of those days? We'll put it down to one of those days. I don't think there's much else we can do, to be honest. It was just one of those days. If we have a quick glance at the league table, I'm not sure we want to, but there we go. We're sitting down towards the bottom, but that will improve, won't it? That will improve. As I said, a freak result in Celtic, those things can happen. That's all for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that for some reason, the first 45 minutes against Hamilton, maybe just hit thumbs up for me. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't upload new episodes. And we'll be back tomorrow we'll come back for, I think, St Mirren and Motherwell. That's probably a good time to come back. They should be 2 winnable games. St Mirren at home, Motherwell away. We won at least 4 points from that, and we've got Rangers in the Cup and Killy in between. So anyway, that's all for today, go, guys. It's been a bit of a longer episode. I apologise for that. But until tomorrow, I've been Aussie Villain. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.